Hello everyone, Atou here.
And Ray.
And we're back to the world of Final Fantasy. So you were saying something about the monster emblems?
They remind me of the Patapons for some reason from Taiko Drum stuff.
Ah.
Hey look, the exclamation point doesn't go away while I'm on it. And we already saw about changing leaders in the last episode.
Huh.
So what's new? I want to go to the bottom of the list, but I'm not sure if I should yet.
Well, just exit out real quick.
I'll just take it. Oh crap! Those save crystals and speeding up.
Speed up battles, speed
Yeah,
up conversation, save crystals. Experience.
Targeting with the basic menu. Okay, yeah, we covered those. Away to the cutscene, because apparently there's going to be one.
Or something close. So anyways.
Huh? Oh. That's kind of jarring. I like the Final Fantasy X screen break.
I won't hold back.
Paying attention.
Let's do this.
Okay. So yeah, just feel free to slaughter these enemies. Because you can't catch another one right now. But this gives me time to talk about the thing that I wanted to bring up last episode. But couldn't, because stuff kept popping up.
Yes.
Okay, so as you may know, Suyoi is playing this game on his own time.
Yeah.
I'm playing this game on my own time too.
No
And so,
trouble at all.
Victory!
We had differing opinions on a certain thing, and I'd like to get your take on it. Okay, you know God.
Yes.
Okay, Anna Crow. I thought that when she said her name was God, like I felt clever, because I was like, I thought there was something like that going on, because for some reason, her name.
I don't want to walk into that. Why you gotta stop me?
Lon, don't touch it this time.
I know. But could we see all this stuff before?
Now that you've fought that thing the once, you can see all its information. And if you happen to know some Libra magic, you can peep at its data before you even jump in.
Neat.
Very good thing to keep in the mind.
Got it.
Yep, very good thing to keep in the mind, Lon.
Why are you repeating it? And just for my sake?
Okay, so how would I use Libra from here? Does it just do it if I'm looking at him?
I don't know.
What did I get? Oh, that's right. Guys sell greens. What is it then? Every Chocobo's favorite food. What does it do?
I don't know. I do know that for some chocobos, you need to throw it at them in order to get their Prisma thing to going. If it does anything beyond that, I haven't experimented enough to be able to figure that out.
Oh, I can only set shortcuts. I can't use the ability.
Yeah, you can only do that with cure spells, to my knowledge.
I was trying to see about doing the Libra from here.
Well,
So how much does it work for that thing? Do I have to touch it, or is it like, are you sure you want to fight when I touch it?
yeah, it'll bring up like a little menu asking you, like, are you sure? I'm pretty sure it brings up a menu.
Okay, good. I was pretty sure that
got
was.
the advantage.
I was pretty sure that was not what happened.
Because I remember going up to those things and be like, are you sure you want to fight it? And it asked me beforehand. But anyway.
Oh yeah, resist. Oh, that's got health package.
So when I heard Anna Crow say that she was God, I was like, I knew it was something like that because your name reminded me of Soma Cruz. And Soma Cruz is like this character from Castlevania, where his name is sort of punny because he's the reincarnation of Dracula, and Soma
Good
means
job.
body, while Cruz is another fancy way of saying cross. So, more or less, you know, the reincarnation of Dracula's name was Body of the Cross or something like that. I just thought, oh, that's kind of funny. And how he has this white motif going on and stuff. He's like holy Dracula, more or less. And so, yeah, go up to it. Like, prove me right. There we go. I don't know what Examine. I think Examine might just automatically proc the battle.
Don't want to chance it.
Yeah, okay, then don't chance it. Then just continue on when you feel that you're ready.
I'm
And
just
so,
trying to think why can't I use it like it said? I mean, it seems weird to tell me that I can.
There probably is a way to use it. It's just you can't right now. Like, maybe it's not prompting because you already technically know it's there and stuff.
If that's all it means, then I thought it meant that I could check out all of its stats and stuff beforehand. Which, if that's not the case, then that stinks. Just realized I could check the Mirage boards real quick.
Well, like, a quicker way to see if you have any points to even buy anything is to just look at them before you go into that.
Right, but they leveled up, so I thought I'd see if I could, since I don't remember what they can buy.
Ah,
And
right.
I don't think you have enough to get something yet.
Okay, well, let me say this. A good rule of thumb that I found is don't even check the boards unless a creature has at least 3 or more points.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Because 3 is the average at which this thing costs. A lot of times more, very rarely less. And weren't you saving up to get a cure for Coco?
Yeah.
Alright. And, well, what about Moo?
I just realized something. Yeah, I can cycle characters here. I thought I may have been missing something. Libra, that would be useful, I guess, maybe.
It's the only thing you can get right now before you even have a choice.
That's true, Gots to. What's this about? Oh, stroll. Weird.
It can walk alongside you.
I don't like you. I can give it punch. No, I can't. What about this? No, I can't. Okay.
Ah, yes, subdue. That's a very good skill. I would work towards that if I were you.
Well, I was thinking about getting that set of punch anyway.
But, anyways, so, yeah, like, when I took a look at Anna's crow's name, for some reason, the way her oh,
What the? Oh, are you serious?
yes, now you are starting the game.
Well, you're like 8 episodes in. Now it's the beginning.
5?
It's like the it's like the 3-hour opening to Kingdom Hearts 2. It didn't start with no wait. Yes, it did. It did go into Sanctuary and everything. Because I had to do Sora's opening.
Really? It just plopped right in with Roxas?
Yeah, you start the game in the Twilight Town doing Roxas' thing before he finds out, spoilers, it's not real.
And then immediately after that, that's when it actually played the intro?
Yes, because you're waking up Sora and reviving.
Yeah. I don't really like this intro, because it felt like some kind of Saturday morning cartoon of sorts, which the overall experience just feels like a very joyous cartoon to be going through.
Well, at least I know for sure that the tutorial is over at this point. It wasn't an annoying tutorial either. Oh wow, wasn't expecting actually drawn anime stuff.
Yeah, then it just goes tells of.
Thinking about it, I haven't seen anything Final Fantasy ever drawn like this. I have to say, the art style actually carries over quite nicely to anime. Because I have no comparative.
I'd compare it to,
Right.
House of the Abyss.
Right, but I've never seen Tetsuya Nomura's art style in 2D, other than when it's like, here's the super fancy 3D render of the character. Not like this kind of animation and stuff. It looks pretty nice. Nicer than it does in 3D, sad to say. Why do all the examples keep putting her in the robot? The thoroughly 3D example on the whiteboard had her in one too.
Eh. It's just a thing for her, I guess. Even though I've yet to get the robot myself.
That's dumb, we should already have it.
Does annoy me a bit. Oh, why does the boy get the behemoth, but that the girl gets the mecha?
That thing looks like Omega Weapon. That definitely looks like Omega Weapon. So is the spider robot from 8 in here?
You mean Omega Weapon?
No, the spider robot from 8. Final Fantasy 8.
Oh,
hey Warrior, how's it going?
I'm not sure. I'm not that far.
Dude, Renzenzu can do
Innocent
it.
Square? That's what this is called?
That you didn't see the names.
It said song opening, Innocent Square.
Here comes Lightning for some reason in the wrong outfits. But there's our true hero. The original hero. Oh, so that's what Thomas' last form is.
Possibly.
Well, they really are having to kill Omega Weapon, don't they?
Yeah. So I was said enough how much that animation just reminds me of Tales of the Abyss's animation.
Yes, because you wouldn't stop.
Yes, what a way to let you know that the game is finally starting.
Yes. Oh, it seems we're going to Warrior of Light's castle. Or
Yes.
not.
Cornelia.
What?
That's what it's called, Cornelia.
It is?
Yes.
Huh.
I don't blame you for not knowing.
Chapter 2. Foretold by Prophecy.
Like, until I played Dissidia, I knew pretty much nothing about Final Fantasy as, like, the original game.
Hey, why'd you shrink up for a while and then you shrinked back down?
Because it had to load in.
Well, it's more like a joke of she wasn't in the cutscene beforehand, which led us right here.
Hey,
Oh,
sis, is that a town over there at the end of the bridge?
No.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but something about it takes me back.
Huh. Usually when you have something in quotes, you usually want to emphasize that more, because then you don't get that you're putting it in quotes.
Yeah, it just kind of makes me wonder, though. I mean, I got the whole taken back feeling when we went into games that I knew. It's just like, you know, just how nostalgic would it be if I was someone who played the very first Final Fantasy and I saw the long bridge with the big castle. I was like, that's Cornelia.
Huh?
I would be if I would be too, except that I don't remember there being a long bridge even in the remake, which is just updated sprite work. That's it. Yeah, on the PSP. I told you earlier that when they remade Final Fantasy 1, Warrior of Light had a new look, and that's what his ultimate mode is in Dissidia, where he's got the black horned helmet, that the horns are more different shaped and
So,
everything.
you think we're supposed to get on?
Absolutely. All the aboard.
Whoa, dude!
Why aren't you on my head? Oh well. Cactar Express giant car.
Oh, hey sis, let's park it here.
Sure.
Okay, about to say, I like how in the cutscene she's still tiny, but then it changed because it needs to be this. Huh.
Ain't that adorable?
Well, this Final Fantasy 1 for sure. Oh, the Black Mage has a face.
Hi.
I wasn't expecting that.
Tiny.
Whoa, pluck my needles. I don't know how long it's been since we've had new passengers.
Huh?
Right, tickets, please.
Cactar Conductor. He has no name. He looks like he's made out of fluff and sewing.
A mirage?
What is that?
It talks?
Oh, I indeedly needly am a Mirage. But I'm also the train conductor, so...
I'm sorry, but the dedication to the low
Tickets,
frame rate,
please.
that's great.
Conductor? All right. If Tama can talk, then why not?
But the train tickets that we need...
Right here.
Right the hell?
Wow, semi-lifetime passes, eh? Haven't feasted my eyes on one of these in a swell spell. Right then, pleasant journey.
Where did those tickets come from?
In a crewmate shore, I was provided with everything we could ever need. Yep.
Okay then.
Okay.
So why a semi-lifetime pass? And not a lifetime one?
Well then, because you immortals will get to have a free reign the whole freaking time. You bozos.
Nah, I'll just chalk it up to one of God's mischiefs.
This is a tiny version of the town, which I wasn't expecting.
Also, like, I wish I had more experience to know, but I wish I knew if, like, this music was a remix of some sort.
I think it's funny we suddenly turned tiny, which is even funny because it didn't look like we should be able to get out of the train from beforehand, much less in it. It looked bigger before we got here. This is interesting. I don't think I've seen a chibi designed town before. Like, it's very nice. Like, it's a little doll village.
Oh, it's Cornelia.
Well, that explains it. I mean, it is a letter difference, which, wouldn't that mean that Cornelia is Cornelia in Japanese?
Most likely.
Huh.
Wow, this place rules.
Yeah, it's like something right out of a fantasy.
Boo! Awful joke.
Hey, Tama, why don't you hitch a ride?
Roger the Dodger.
Pardon.
Huh?
If I may ask,
You're awfully unique.
would you be kind enough to tell me what country you hail from?
Oh, us? We're,
Mirage is the Bahamutian army!
I didn't know Bahamut had an army. Look at these friggin' heartless.
Bahamut? What's a Bahamut?
Well, the Bahamutian Federation has a whole army of mirages under their employ.
Okay.
huh? Someone's made a whole army out of them?
Sounds just fine by me. Line them up nice and neat for us, so we can round them up.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
Lon!
I'm running at full speed. You're not going anywhere. Well, we're tiny, dang it. Whoa, whoa, it's with the chains. That means I can't capture them, right?
All right, you Bahamoos. What's your beef, huh?
You even make it sound like they're made of beef.
Yeah, Lon. Don't you know what's at stake?
Boo.
Hey, I like the fact that she ain't being bitchy for once and is actually going along with the good feeling mood.
But being on purposely a bad pun rather than, you know, the game writing is a pun. There's a difference. Okay, we
But,
got Goblin Guard and Goblin.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the cutscene. That's gonna happen a lot in this game.
Of course.
But I take it you never saw the inspiration for this art style.
What do you mean the inspiration for this art style?
This game, the stacking the chibi characters on top of each other and stuff like that, it all came from one certain piece of artwork that showed off like a bunch of Final Fantasy characters just like on top of each other, stacked, if you will. Like, it was supposed to be just cute and adorable, but someone was all like, I'm gonna make a game out of that. And that's how we got this.
Let's see, you're about to die, so let's check you first.
I think that's how the story goes. I'm not too sure about that.
Unknown to create a prism opportunity. Requires a goblin prism. Okay, so they are catchable, just not these ones.
Right. You'll usually find out about any creature you fight. I have yet to encounter something that could not be imprisoned at some point later in the future.
Okay, so if I don't use Libra on each of them, it doesn't work, but I can cycle through them.
Yes.
That's something I was wondering off the bat, because it's like, wait a minute, this is a Goblin Gird. Just gonna destroy him. Goblin Punch!
Well, anyways, now I can continue my thought from earlier. So, Anna Crow, when I saw her name, Kros, it made me wonder, is this some mispronunciation of her name, which should be like Anna Cross? Which is why I attribute it to, Cruz, as in Soma Cruz. And, she was wearing white, and she had some, mystical, higher light being feeling to her. I just didn't know what it was. I certainly wouldn't have thought that she's God. Much like how Soma had going on for him. But I just thought, oh, okay, I'm glad how I somewhat saw this coming. Thanks to, reading into her name and stuff like that. It's just too bad my knowledge is so lacking, I can't figure out what Anna could possibly stand for. I mean, if it was like Anima, then yeah, sure, I'd be able to get that reference, but,
I got a critical on that one.
So that's my interpretation, on her name and stuff like that. Sugoi, however, had a very different interpretation on her name.
Gotcha!
Oh, we just do it?
No.
Oh, it's just a show. Imprisoning Fatal. Okay.
Because you need to get this part of the story.
Yeah, of course. Can't wait to hear what Sugoi had to say then.
Whoa! What the? What just happened? Why wasn't I able to imprison that Mirage?
Didn't you see the light that's surrounding it? That means it's the beholden to another keeper.
Oh.
The what? B.O.? They smell?
No! What I mean is, the Mirage already has another the master. So until you give their boss the old heave the ho, you won't be able to claim it for yourself.
I see. A whole set of monster species that I can't catch until I beat a boss.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of interesting.
Unimprisonable mirages. Some mirages already belong to another master. If you look carefully, you can see the chains holding their souls captive. Unfortunately, these mirages cannot be imprisoned, no matter how hard you try.
Dang. I can't just cut the chain with a big chain breaker.
Defeating a mirage's master will break its chains, allowing you to imprison it. The problem, of course, is finding the master.
Oh, fire whoever wrote that little hook in.
Come on, Ixnay on the fourth wall stuff.
Giants.
Oh, whoops.
Are they Bahamutian soldiers?
But they drove the Mirages off for us.
It's just like the prophecy, word for word.
But which one?
Well, we know how it ends. Please, may I speak with you?
Can I pause?
Huh?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, because I didn't try to... I just thought, wait, what if I wasn't in giant mode? Or is this one of those times like, oh, you're just forced into it?
I think it would have forced you into it.
Alright.
Yeah. And, yeah, I just kind of find it funny that... Okay, it was on the tip of my tongue. What was the thing that I was... Yeah, just go on. Go on. I'll remember it if it's important.
What do you want, pink-haired lady? Okay.
Nice transition.
Yeah.
The two of you. You've traveled here from another world.
Oh, well, I wouldn't... I mean...
Actually, I think you're pretty much spot on. And we're Mirage Keepers, too.
Come on, don't tell her.
Why not? Face it, we're too awesome to try and hide it. I'm exuding all over.
Mon, you don't even know what exude means.
There is someone who would like to have a word with you. Could you possibly stop by Castle Cornelia?
So let's find this Casa Cornelius place. Doesn't Casa mean up? It's gotta be higher up.
Well, you've got the direction correct, even if the rest of that was completely off the base.
That woman must be important if she's inviting us to the castle.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Right, tickets, please.
No. Well, find it. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, just going straight there?
What's up, guys? Nice
I
armor.
was gonna try
Leave them
something.
alone, please.
I'm gonna try something, but I didn't think it. Just getting proximity. I hate those kinds of triggers. Oh, so you're the super princess queen something.
Thank you for coming. Welcome to the Kingdom of Cornelia. I am Princess Sora.
Wait, you're like a princess?
We had no idea. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry Lon acted like such a royal idiot.
I'm not royal.
Oh, and I'm his older sister, Rain. It's an honor.
Please forgive the ruse. At first I suspected that you might be agents sent here by Bahamut. I was wrong. You stood up bravely against their mirages and kept our town safe. All of Cornelia thanks you.
Oh, I wouldn't say we were that brave. Really.
Stop, you're so modest. Still, the fact of the matter is, we didn't do anything all that outstanding.
Yeah, we're more the in-standing types.
Huh? I'm pretty sure that in-standing isn't in actual the word.
Oh, forgive me. It's just so hard to believe that you two are the stuff of prophecies.
Prophecies? Oh, that's right. I think I heard the townsfolk going on about some kind of prophecy too.
Oh, I am sorry. If you will permit me, I will explain it from the beginning.
Okay.
You see, Cornelia is an unfederated state midway up Grimoire.
Unfederated?
Yes. Let me explain that as well. The majority of Grimoire's countries and municipalities have annexed themselves to the Bahamutian Federation under the rule of Brandalus, the Herald King. Cornelia, however, has continued to maintain its sovereignty. The Federation has made attempts to erode this stance countless times, but we have held our ground, and now Bahamut has taken to armed provocation.
You mean like that Mirage attack before?
Yes.
So where does this prophecy factor in?
The Azure prophecy speaks of a divergence. When time begins its march anew, they shall return as visitors. Giants from the hills of a world not our own. Upon Grimoire, they will wreak two divergent futures. One that brings salvation, and the other ruin, an enigma to confound even the highest mind.
The giants may wreak two futures?
Reek, huh? Oh, man! Tama, this prophecy's about you!
What are you even talking about? There's nothing wrong with the way I smell! You big the dummy!
Well, at least I'm dumber than you!
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm afraid there's just no hope for them. So, the giants from the hills, as in Ninewood Hills? I guess it's one of those believe what you want to things, but yeah, so far, it does seem to match up. Do you mind if I ask you a slightly awkward question? If this federation is really so terrible, why have so many countries agreed to become members?
Most of the Mirages in Grimoire, not all, but certainly most of them, are now firmly under the Federation's control. With such a powerful army behind them, citizens can go about their lives without fearing the Mirages that still roam free.
Dude, they control that many Mirages? Seriously?
Yes! Dude.
Whoa.
King Brandalus's herald lieutenants, known as Sigwardus and Pelennor, command all of Grimoire's Mirages with the same authority as the famous Queen of the Keepers of ages past.
So there was a Queen of the Keepers? Sounds like she was pretty powerful.
Yes, but that was more than a century ago.
So, sorry for the string of dumb questions, but if the Federation can guarantee that kind of absolute protection, wouldn't it be worthwhile to take them up on their offer?
It may seem wise, but you see, membership in the Federation involves following their laws, and adoption of a heinous creed. It chills me, right to the marrow of my bones.
That bad?
Yes. I beg you, see for yourselves. Once you have done so, well, you will understand.
All right then.
Now then, may I ask what the two of you intend to do next?
Well, whatever's going on out there, the only thing we can do right now is just keep rounding up more Mirages, am I right?
Oh?
Apparently, at one time we commanded a whole legion of them. But somehow, we lost them along with our memories. So, we're hoping by getting the Mirages back, we might stumble on some clues about our past.
That's right. So if Mirages like those goblins are bugging you, we can lay down the smack.
Lay down the what?
I think what he's trying to say is we'll help you out, or at least in the best way we know how.
Oh, wonderful. You have my thanks. Mine and all Cornelia's.
Still, if we're going to be any help, don't you think we need to beef up our arsenal first? 'Cause we can't put up much of a fight without some strong Mirages.
Good point. Princess, do you know of any nearby places where strong Mirages live?
Certainly. If you travel to the northeast of Cornelia, you'll find the Nether Nebula, a network of caverns inhabited by many wild Mirages.
Ooh, nice.
Not at all. Savage Mirages have been sighted in the nebula. You may well end up dead.
That's cool.
If you insist upon going, then please take the utmost caution.
Didn't she say that all the Mirages have been rounded up and under the control of Bahamut?
Most.
Oh, okay. That's right, she said most, if not all. Which is then weird to say, if not all of them had been taken.
She specifically said, not all, but certainly the majority.
Oh, okay. Because the other ones are too strong. No way, man. They're not going in there.
You will, Your Highness.
Sorry.
Oh, sure, pause it for your convenience.
Oh, I didn't expect you to pop up something after I'd already hit start.
I just rather like the idea. So is this what it's like when a cool modern dude talks to ancient princess times?
Yes.
I like it.
I feel like I've heard it before, but whatever. Whatever. Anywho, he will, Your Highness. Otherwise...
Otherwise, he's gonna be extremely sorry!
Wait a minute, why just me? What did I do?
He technically got everyone killed.
That's true. He did. Come on, let me save. Oh.
So now we know what's up with that thing that's just been popping up every loading screen.
It looks like we'll need to wind our way down to reach the exit.
Seems that way. What a funny way to build a town.
Oh, it's not that strange to the people of Grimoire. Hey, while we're here, why don't we ask around town and to see what we can find out?
Okay.
Well, as I live and breathe, I've been around for quite a long time, but I've never in my life seen a giant who wasn't part of the Bahamutian army.
I wasn't expecting voice acting NPCs.
Thanks, Granny. Well, hey.
No, I don't like her.
Well, as I live and
Well,
breathe...
no, not that.
Oh. What?
The guards?
Oh, I can talk to them?
Yeah, Rain said leave him alone, but who listens to her?
Just between you and me, this guy takes his job way too seriously.
Did I accidentally go inside?
Yeah, I think you accidentally went inside.
Duh.
But hey, you can talk to the princess again, if you wanted. Or just look around at the architecture of this place.
Hello. Hello.
Please make yourself right at home.
Yeah, I find that kind of funny. When time marches anew... Oh, so when they wake up.
I can't go this way.
Yeah.
The pillar's
And,
blocking me.
like that whole thing of they'll bring about two futures. I was like, oh, so one of them will go evil at some point and try to destroy the world while the other one will save it? Twins, so...
Yeah. Now, how do I talk to you?
Like, just maneuver...
There,
okay,
I didn't know I could walk around him.
Her Highness has decreed that you two are free to come and go as you wish. However, I must ask that you take the utmost care to conduct yourselves with respect in her presence.
Diligence.
Yeah. I certainly appreciate that out of people. Anyways, now I can sort of talk about the thing. So yeah, like here's the town plaza. Yeah, you just figured that out, didn't you?
Occult Fan issue 1.
Oh yeah, you played Final Fantasy VIII, didn't you?
Oh my god. Oh, that's wrong button. I don't remember what those were for in there at all. It's been so long.
Allow me to explain.
2 of them. Oh,
The Occult Fan were these key items that you could pick up in random places that were like the most side of side things you could do that didn't even give you nothing other than more exposition. Like, there was your party member. You had Selfie, however you pronounce it. I always pronounce it Selfie myself.
Well, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
At
That's
first,
how it was
you know, she put like a diary online and nothing came of it. Then, like, she started to learn about this one person named Lagana. I pronounce it Lagana. And, apparently it comes to light that he became a journalist and he wrote articles and put them in like Occult Fan or whatever. And so what happened is that if you collected them, because she had an interest, your party member, she would read them and put his articles up on her blog. So it was just basically a very most side quest to get more story exposition and stuff like that. Like, I wonder what Lagana was up to at this place and stuff like that. Like, thinking about it, I think you only got really one thing out of collecting one of them. Well, no, that was a, what was it? There was this one guy who collected magazines, and you can give him one for a Shiva card for a triple triad.
I see.
But it was not a Occult Fan. It was like some kind of girly magazine or something like that. At least I don't think it was a Occult Fan. But anyways, yeah, you can actually read these key items. Shall I do it?
I was, let's say, do we have enough time to read these?
Yes, we have enough time.
To kick off this issue, we'll be tackling the mysterious light bubble sightings in Pyreglow Forest. Occult Fan decided to set foot into the shady glades ourselves to determine whether or not this rumor needed its bubble burst. As we clambered through the dense wood, we noticed our surroundings getting darker and darker. Before long, we were completely, hopelessly lost. Yeah, alright! Oh god, we're gonna die. But just when it seemed like every path was a dead end and home a distant prospect. I've never seen that turn of phrase.
But just when it seemed like every path was a dead end and home a distant prospect.
Oh, I was wording it so wrong. We saw them out of nowhere. A number of luminous bubbles drifted through the air like a constellation. The stories were true. We paused a moment to take in this otherworldly scene. But then my traveling companion, Wedge, pointed out something even more remarkable. Chief, is it just me or are those lights trying to lead us somewhere? Doggone it, he was right! The bubbles seemed to be flowing in a single direction. Realizing we had stumbled into something quite significant, we decided to press further into the forest to confront whatever new mysteries lay ahead. Reporting by Biggs. I wasn't expecting those. I would have done a much different voice.
So yeah, for anybody who's played Final Fantasy VIII, they recognize these characters. Yeah, Biggs and Wedge is like a reoccurring like names throughout the Final Fantasy series as an homage to Star Wars, apparently.
Yes.
Wouldn't know, never saw the Star Wars movies.
For some reason.
But yeah, there was always these two characters in like the army, like this Captain Biggs and like his lieutenant Wedge. You fought them repeatedly, and they were kind of like this comedic duel. They would like sometimes teach you stuff, but really they were just there for comic relief.
Yeah.
So apparently they quit the military and started up their own magazine. Yeah. Although Wedge still calls Biggs chief for whatever reason. Because he's forever his second banana. Yes. I really like how it's just these little subtle things to where if you know, and you get the reference.
Imprisonable. Did I actually read these? Yeah, I did. You did, I mean. We did it!
Yep. Usually it's just one or two things, so just exit out. No need to always check it, because if there's anything new, the tip jar will be glowing. Funny story about that treasure chest. Apparently Suya always walked around in his chibi form. And
so he couldn't get it.
Yeah. It wasn't until like a few days ago we were talking and he was like at like the 4th area that you can visit that I just thought, why didn't you ever just go big and grab them? Because he didn't think to, that's why.
It's a good thing I just thought it'd be good to be big.
Now, quit racing about before you trip and break your neck.
Oof, that's graphic. I mean, it's just regular. How about you? Child laughter. It's the greatest gift.
It almost makes me wonder if that's like a direct line from like the original Final Fantasy. Like, that seems pretty graphic for like how happy of a setting we have here right now. So if it's a direct quote, I can understand it. But anyways, we're nearly at that time till we got a break at the moment. But before that, allow me to finish my thought.
Yes.
So I was saying that Sue had a different idea of the meaning behind anachro, and he thought that it was a reference to anachronism, which I was like, what's that? I've never heard that word before.
Yeah.
And I actually found a definition of it. Anachronism, a thing belonging or appropriate to a period other than which it exists.
Okay.
For example, a bright yellow construction crane in an old West cowboy town.
Huh.
And so he thought that that was the joke, that like this is a place with like no moving time, and yet here she is, obviously with moving time, and you know that kind of thing. And then like I was thinking, oh, could it also be a reference to the fact that a lot of Final Fantasy are in here, and you got to keep in mind Final Fantasies are rather drastic when it comes to time periods. Like we're in old castle times now, but we're going to be going to the worlds of like 7 and 8, which has like buildings, cities, and all that kind of stuff. So, like, you know, from one perspective, maybe anachro really is just a funny throw to the word anachronism. So, yeah, that's certainly a possibility. I still like to think that, you know, anachro is a throw to, like, you know, some kind of divine holy name, considering that her last name is spelled like cross. And when it comes to, like, anachronism, like, there is no S in there, except at the very end.
I'm still thinking it could be an anagram, but I'd have to actually put it on paper and try to figure it out.
Okay, so now that I finally completed that thought, and we're not leaving off with that cliffhanger of what I was going to say, we'll be picking this up in the next episode.
Bye, everybody.